Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. It's a bit of a stranger one. I didn't upload one last week as I was sick and I was coming back from holidays. So, this week is a somewhat short update, but an informative update. So, I'll start off with saying that I've started doing a new challenge. So, for 30 days, I'm trying to only consume Japanese content. So, whether that be on TikTok, YouTube, or watching TV shows. Uh, I watch quite a lot of YouTube in Japanese now, mainly um, Minecraft because it's something easy to watch, or book reviews because there's some books that I want to start reading. As for what I did throughout the week, I do have some notes here of what I did. So on Monday, it was actually quite a good study day. I had to go to the dentist, so I ended up going to a coffee shop first and I had about an hour and a half to study before my appointment, so I was able to do most of the grammar section that I do from ChatGPT. Um, and then after the appointment, I finished up with those questions. Then when I got home, I went and watched some YouTube, and following on from that, I sentence mined one of the YouTube videos, and then went on to do my Migaku cards for the day, and then went on to read one Todoku book. I did a journal entry then because I've been trying to keep up with writing them Monday to Friday. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I actually watched a lot of anime this week. I really got into watching JoJo's this week. So I watched all of part 5 this week, as over the two previous weeks I'd been watching part 4. And I know what I would say my favorite. I think my favorite so far is part 3, but I'm only starting part 6 now, so we'll have to wait and see. But that is something I might make a video on. Maybe I'll make it as my first Japanese video, a review of JoJo's, all in Japanese. Turn the page onto Tuesday. So Tuesday I went to Galway and I just kind of chilled. When I walk around Galway, I tend to put on a podcast in Japanese or I'll listen to an audiobook. After getting home, I mined another Minecraft video and I looked into buying books. So the video I watched was a video of this guy going and shopping in Book Off, which is like a secondhand bookstore in Japan. And what I watched now, I was like, I can't wait to go to Japan to go to Book Off because there is so many books there. So I mined that for cards, which I think I got 12 cards in the end from it. And then I went on and I did grammar and then I did Migaku. I was writing out kanji and I've kind of decided that I'm going to stop writing kanji because it just got tiresome. And I don't think it was really helping, to be honest. I think at the start it helped a lot because I think it was just maybe like a pseudo effect. But to be honest, at this stage, writing 26 kanji out every day just doesn't seem to be benefiting me in any meaningful way. So I've kept the writing for the grammar. So I tend to write as many sentences as I can. And for writing the journal entries. Um, Other than that, I watched more JoJo's, of course, and I watched this show on Netflix called Radiation House. Really good series. Highly recommend watching. Even if you don't want to learn Japanese, it's just a really like enjoyable series to watch. The study so far, this being like what I'm going to call the major first week back, or the first week of the new year, has been pretty good, and I hope I can keep up with it over the next few weeks. I've also looked into buying Kiki's delivery service um, from Amazon Japan. So I'm going to try and order that this coming week. So it'll hopefully be here by February, which would be really nice. And I'll spend probably all of February trying to watch that. If we go on to Wednesday, my little notes that I keep, so I can actually remember what I do throughout the week. Wednesday, let's see. Ah, yes. So Wednesday was just taken over by anime. I watched JoJo's, and I watched all of season 2 of Call of the Night. 10 out of 10 series, highly recommend. Um, and I mean, the day started off really good. I woke up, I did Migaku on my YouTube video, and then I started watching JoJo's, and then Call of the Night, and then suddenly most of the day was gone. So it was kind of in the evening. Then I did the grammar, and then I read 2 Sudoku books. I did the journal entry, and then I went back to watching JoJo's because I'm trying to watch it all before Steel Ball Run comes out, which I think I will have it watched. I would say so. I think it's definitely the first series I'm gonna buy in Japanese when I get to Japan, like to read it. Although it's gonna be quite hard probably to read. I started reading Yotsuba online in Japanese, so I'm gonna try go and read probably a chapter a day. There isn't a lot of kanji in it, but I think it's you know something easy to read. I kind of get what's going on, and it's that little push and motivation. I think the hardest balance you'll have when studying is literally just trying to, you know, get motivation. If you're motivated to do it, so like little steps, like literally, if you want to read something, like anything, like if you want to read like One Piece, or you want to read a novel, or you want to watch a show, well, I don't know, it doesn't really apply well to a show, but if you want to read something Japanese, just try. Like, don't look up everything, but like, you know, maybe read through a sentence and read the hiragana and any. Oh, pardon me, bit of a yawn. Yeah, read through a sentence and read all the hiragana or katakana you can read. Read any furigana, and then just look up the things you don't know. Maybe write them down. Like maybe pick the sentence and write it down on paper, and write it maybe once and say it 3 times, and you'll remember that sentence. Maybe you might not, but the next time you're reading through another page, that like a similar sentence might pop up, and you're like, oh wait, I wrote this down before. I know what it means, and that's really how you just start to slowly build language. I think that's how you start to build language. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's how you build a language. Thursday and Friday were really much the same. I did Migaku. I watched a lot of YouTube. Um, I watched a lot of JoJo's, and I did grammar. I didn't do the grammar on Friday, as I had to go and stay at a family member's house. Um, but other than that, yeah, that was pretty much the week. It's been an okay week back. Like as a what I'm considering the first week back of study, it's been pretty good. I'm happy with it, but I know there is improvements that can be made. And I really I don't want to set goals for this year. Like I want to set goals, but to be honest, I think this year I just really want to focus on improving. Like getting to a point where like most like shonen jump shows that I would want to watch, I can sit down and watch without much struggle. And the same with reading. Like, where was I? Yes, goals. I don't want goals. I don't want to set goals. I want to set goals, but I don't want to set goals, which I know is kind of counterproductive. But I want to be able to like read simple manga, or just read all manga. Really, like I want to be able to pick up a manga and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't 100% know what's going on here, but okay, I understand that. So that's what he's saying here, and okay, so that's what's happening. And that's literally like all I want is like these small steps that I can make where they compound onto each other, and eventually, hopefully by the end of this year, maybe it's setting a bit of an abstract goal, but I want to be able to like watch most like shonen jump shows without like struggling. Like obviously, like if they're like really in depth, difficult shows like something like Dead Note, I probably won't be able to watch that. But like most run of the mill like shonen, I'd like to be able to watch. Like I'd like to be able to watch One Piece weekly. Although sad times, it's not weekly anymore. It's become a seasonal anime. longest first season of an anime ever. But I digress. But like, I want to be able to be like, oh, cool. I'm just gonna watch a new One Piece episode. Don't need subtitles. And just watch it and enjoy it. And that's what I want to get to. Like, I notice it sometimes now. I could watch something, and even though there is subtitles, I'm not always paying attention to the subtitles, and I can still kind of understand what's going on. So I know. So like, I can watch something and there'd be subtitles, but like, you know, I'll like hear a sentence. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what that means, and I'm like, oh, I know what that means, and it's just these little things. So I honestly don't know where I'll be in a year's time, but I'm gonna try to stay consistent this year, keep up with flashcards, and just really focus. You know, my current count on Migaku is like 1,300 and something, um, known vocabulary or something. No, obviously I don't think I know that much, but I'm hoping that by the end of the year I can get that near 2,000, maybe more. Like if I can get to 3,000, I'd be really happy. Which I know is like nothing because realistically, you probably want that at like 20,000 plus. But I'm really gonna try this year to advance that as much as possible because if, for example, like I'm trying to finish the Migaku like academy ones, so I have like 1,400 of them left. I'm doing 20 a day. So if I can finish all them along with like mining new cards, I really think I can push maybe 3,500 known vocab by the end of the year, which would be absolutely amazing. I think that would give me a really good base to further enjoy more stuff. Because the thing is, it's one of those things where it's exponential. Like the more you learn, the more you can then use, and the more you can use, the wider variety of stuff you can watch. So that's the plan. Um, you're probably also wondering, this is a bit of a strange video. I've decided not to do any video for this. I'm just doing audio. Um, so please enjoy listening to my voice. You know, not not a really good voice, but just put it on in the background or something. But yeah, so that's basically this week's update. I would love it if you could like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next week when we are back to weekly videos. Although we were back to weekly videos, but we're now back to properly weekly videos. So hopefully this year we'll have 50 weeks worth of videos. So anyways, yes, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next week.